Hi everyone, I'm your host Danny again. Thank you for joining me. We continue our search for the best steakhouses in New York, and today I am at Del Frisco's. And this location is right by Rockefeller Center, and I'm running a little late, so I hope you join me right away. Now, I am at Del Frisco's flagship location, which is one of the biggest ones in New York. They have so many other locations for the convenience of diners like you and I. However, this one is the biggest one, and I will continue to film from upstairs and downstairs the wine cellars. I was lucky enough to have Niam show me the tour of their wine cellars downstairs, where for those of you who love wine and enjoy it with your steak, you definitely need to stop by here. They have so many options for you. This is Del Frisco's at 1221 Avenue of America. And we are entering the second floor, the balcony location. There's also a private party room right in here, right through these doors. It's the Havana D Cigar Lounge. There we go. Not maintained yet. Let's give you a panoramic view. From the second floor. And this is among all the Del Frisco's, this one's the biggest one, the flagship one. The restrooms. Bit cozy with your loved ones and your special friends. wine cellar down here. And once it's set up, there's a partition door to the right where you can have double the amount of seating here. It's a cozy little setting. For those of you who love wine, this is where you have to be. Okay. We want to thank you, Niam, for giving us a tour of the wine cellar. Which is in the basement. That's beautiful. There's nice cozy seating here. Yeah. We'd like to thank Niam for giving us this tour of the basement where all the wine is stored. And normally, if it gets busy, they do have several tables here they can set up where you can dine as well. Beautiful location. This is the basement of Del Frisco Steakhouse at 1221 Avenue of Americas. And let's go back upstairs and we'll be dining. We are here on a weekday. Thank you for joining me. We are at Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse at 1221 Avenue of America, block from Rockefeller Center. And today on my menu is lobster bisque for a starter. My entree is filet mignon. It's a 6-ounce filet mignon. That's enough for me. And for dessert, I opted for cheesecake. It's either strawberry cheesecake, Belgian chocolate mousse, or butter cake. Hi, I am here at Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse at 1221 Avenue of America. This location is a block away from Rockefeller Center. Now, look at the beautiful view right behind me. Because it's a weekday, it's not packed, which I love. Now for starters, we are here during restaurant week, and so for my starters, I have a choice of the classic Caesar salad, the blue cheese wedge salad, or the lobster bisque. You all know I love my seafood, so I'm going for the lobster bisque. And then for an entree, we have a choice of roasted chicken, North Atlantic salmon, Filet medallion duo, which is mushroom, bordelais, and béarnaise, chateau, mashed potatoes, and thin green beans, or my choice, because we're in a steakhouse, filet mignon, of course. For desserts, we have choices of strawberry cheesecake, Belgian chocolate mousse, or butter cake. Now, my starter bread already arrived and it smells delicious. At Del Frisco's, for starters, they offer you bread, which is with honey butter and salt on it. And it's a floral design, which is the cutest thing ever. See this? And on top of that, my lobster biscuits already arrived, so I am ready to eat. At Del Frisco Steakhouse, this is the bread with honey butter and salt, which is included with every meal. This is their lobster bisque, poached lobster, creme fraiche, and sherry. Now this is the bread with honey butter and salt. It's still warm to the touch. It's easy to break apart. You can feel how tender it is and soft inside. And on the outside, it's warm, it's crispy, and I can't wait to try out the honey butter. Light sweetness. It's delicious. Definitely like the crust. You have the honey butter, which is slightly sweet, but it's also salted. The butter is salted, so there's a blend of sweet and savory all in one bite. And it's nice, soft breading, fresh bread. It's so soft inside, so warm, it's crispy on the outside. The butter is nice and sweet with a little bit of salt. So you definitely can have sweet and savory all in one bite. Delicious. I don't want to fill up, I'm breading. So let's start with my lobster bisque. Always, thank you for joining me. Cheers. Now my lobster bisque has gotten a little cold, so there's a slight film on top. However, it's still very warm to the touch. Let's see what the taste is like. Definitely can see the chunks of lobster here. There's quite a few chunks in here too. Compared to the other steakhouses that we've reviewed, there are quite a few chunks of large lobsters pieces in here. The lobster bisque here at Del Frisco's definitely have chunks of lobster. Let's see how many chunks we have. We don't even have to count. There's just so many. You see them? They're not chopped up. They're in big, giant pieces. Now this is what I call a lobster bisque. And you can definitely smell the aromatics of the sherry as I'm scooping it through. Before my lobster bisque gets cold, I'm ready to start. Now you just saw how many chunks of lobster are in my lobster bisque. I can smell the sherry. It smells delicious. And after after having my bread, I'm ready for my starter. Now their lobster bisque is a little thicker in consistency compared to the other steakhouses that we've been to. It's a little thicker and there's a creme fraiche in it. That's why. That's the difference. But their twist is delicious. You know me by now. When there's fresh bread and there's some sort of soup, I always like to dunk. So delicious. The lobster bisque had a little extra salt, a little bit more than I like, but when you pair it with the breading, it neutralizes it and it makes it so perfect. The honey butter definitely makes it so delicious. I can't stop eating. I wish you were here with me. I'm content just eating the bread. I'm already full from the delicious bread and the chunky lobster bisque. However, we're here to review top steakhouses. So of course, I cannot leave unless I try out their filet mignon. I just love it when I get here early and I have the entire restaurant to myself. That way the chefs are not overworked, the staff is not overworked, and you get the best service. Now this is my 6-ounce filet mignon and my mashed potatoes. You can hear the sizzle of my filet mignon. My filet mignon awaits me. It smells so delicious. You can feel how hot it is. The plate is super hot. I'm afraid to even touch it right now. And you can hear the filet mignon is still sizzling. It's still cooking. Oh, it smells so good. I'm so ready to dive in. But I must be a little bit patient so that I don't burn my tongue. Very hot to the touch. Ready to dive in? Peppery, salt. Just the right amount. It's delicious. And it's medium well. Perfect to my liking. So glad you're joining me. Every bite is perfect. It's so tender. Of course, it's filet mignon. It has perfect tenderness, perfectly flavored. So delicious. You don't need any other sauce with it. It's just perfect the way it is. You and I know I love the crust as well. Slightly crispy. Just perfect. The mashed potatoes, they have a square of butter right in the middle. So let's give it a try. It's mashed with a potato skin on it. So the potato skin is slightly fried. Definitely slightly fried. So that there's a little crispiness in it. And paired with the butter, so delicious. The skin from the mashed potatoes gives it a little bit more substance, a little bit more texture. I like it. They added some scallions to the mashed potatoes, which gives it a little taste to it, which is different. Which is good, very good. I am so full already. I think I'm ready for dessert. This is the strawberry cheesecake with strawberry sauce, lots of wonderful strawberries, and on top of that there's a pecan crust. Here. Beautiful. Looks fabulous. My cheesecake looks absolutely delicious, and especially the fresh strawberries and the strawberry sauce, that's the best part. I can't wait to dive in. So sweet. And the cheesecake is fresh and creamy. Definitely delicious.
Well, it's going to be ginger beer, so it's going to be sugar and ginger beer.
Their pecan crust is so good too.
I'll have to make this.
It's so rich.
I don't have a list.
You have to have several bites of this. I do love my strawberries. Thank you so much for joining me. I always love to have you guys. I love all the strawberries that they have on the strawberry cheesecake. And there's a strawberry sauce and a pecan crust for this dessert. Steakhouse at 1221 Avenue of Americas. I'd like to thank Sarah and Bri who are in the front. I'd like to thank Niam. I'd like to thank Hannah, my server. I'd like to thank the chefs and all the other servers and staff here who've been so wonderful and welcoming. It's their top-tiered service that makes every experience at all these top steakhouses very different than the other steakhouses that I've been to. It's comfort, it's ambiance, it's the entire package which makes your experience wonderful. I hope you continue to join me as we continue our journey through New York to the top locations of eateries, steakhouses, seafood houses, dessert locations, and I hope you subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Excuse me. Thank you. Thanks. Del Frisco's Steakhouse is in the perfect location. It's right behind me at 1221 Avenue of Americas, but right in front of me is Radio City Music Hall, where you can watch a performance and then come in and dine. I'd like to thank everybody here at Del Frisco's Steakhouse for a wonderful visit. I'd like to thank for great service Sarah, Bri in the front, Niam for my tour of the wine cellars, Hannah, my server. I'd like to thank Carol, Carlos, Goddess, Mike, Sous Chef Chris. You guys make it all happen. Thank you so much. And I also had the pleasure of meeting great new friends, patrons Janet and your friend. I love your Chanel bags. I'm a fan too of Chanel. And also Ramika and Karima, you guys inspire me. You guys know your steakhouses. You can just tell me where to go. But for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. I continue to serve you and bring you to the top locations in New York for all types of eateries. Thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. Love you all.